For problem 11, fill in the blanks so the resulting statement is true. 5 exclamation mark is called 5 factorial. And it's not exclamation point, but 5 factorial. It's the product of all positive integers from 5 down through 1. By definition, 0 factorial equals 1. If you forget that last little bit, put 0 factorial into your calculator. 0 probability, select the exclamation mark, factorial is 1. It'll show that to you. Number 12. There are 7 performers who will present their comedy acts this weekend at a comedy club. One of the performers insists on being the last stand-up comic of the evening. This is a Saturday evening, maybe a Friday evening. Everything's happening in one evening, even though it says weekend. If the performer's request is granted, how many different ways are there to schedule the appearances? 7 people, 7 blanks. The last blank is for the last performer. And so if this performer's request is granted, how many ways are there to schedule that last one? It's 1. He got the last spot. How many people does that leave for the first spot? 6. Because we're short 1, the guy who got the last spot. Now, somebody gets scheduled in this spot. How many people does that leave for the second spot? 5. And then in the third spot, 4. In the fourth spot, 3. In the fifth spot, 2. And then the sixth spot, 1. So 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's actually 6 factorial. 6 probability. Select the exclamation mark, factorial, 720. Number 13. Use the 5 sentences below to answer the question. How many different 5-sentence paragraphs can be formed if the paragraph begins with, he thought he saw a shape in the bushes, and ends with, John looked out of the window? These 5 sentences, or statements, or questions, it's a collection. You can arrange them in any order, and it'll give a reasonable paragraph. So I'm going to put 5 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first blank is for the first sentence. The second one is for the second. The third one is for the third. The fourth one, and then the fifth one. And they have kind of told me it's going to start with, he thought he saw a shape in the bushes. But there's only one way. That one has to go first. It's going to end with, John looked out of the window. There's only one way. John looked out of the window is last. So the others could go in any order. So something like this. He thought he saw a shape in the bushes. Could it be a fox? However, nobody had seen one for months. Mark had told him about the foxes. John looked out of the window. So my ones in the middle, I have for the first one, I have 3 choices. Once the first is set and the last one is set, 3 choices for the second. I put something in the second spot. That leaves 2 choices for the third spot, 1 choice for the fourth spot. Multiply 1 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 1, and you will get 6.